Hello folks, Fhraelaok back in the PTR 4.0.1 on Mana Thistle. Now as a Holy Priest, really you have to spec in a lot of stuff that you probably wouldn't even use much just to get to other spells, but it really does give you more utility, I suppose. The only ability that isn't spec'd into is the PvP one. So, without further ado, your healing spells that you already had still remain. Your improved renew, so once you cast it, it does immediate healing. That's a good thing. Aside from that, you still have Guardian Spirit, Desperate Prayer, all that good stuff. A couple of new things is a DPS ability, Holy Word Chastise, an instant ranged holy damage attack which also disorients the target for 3 seconds, so they cannot attack or move. That's 3 seconds of time to get away. It's kind of nice as the PvP talent, kind of nice if you're leveling as holy as well, to have something a little more survivability. So we'll just go ahead and shoot that on there. Bam! They're now disoriented for 3 seconds. That's, and it does a little bit of damage, so not the most incredible thing ever, but it is kind of nice to have, and it is only a 25-second cooldown. Other than that, there is a new chakra ability. When you use your chakra, depending on what ability you use next, it will enhance other abilities. Again, making priesting a little bit more complicated. So, I'll go through each one of these. It does have a 1 minute cooldown, so in between each one, I will go ahead and cut out the waiting time. Alright, let's start with heal. It increases the critical effect chance of your heal spell by 10%, and it will also refresh the duration of renew on the target. So, let's go ahead and toss renew up. We'll put the chakra up, and we will heal. There we go. See, it refreshes renew, and it'll keep doing that, and refresh the chakra state until you let it fall off after 30 seconds. So if you're spam healing or something, it is kind of nice. Plus, if you have renew on all your targets and then you have to heal, because heal is a pretty efficient spell, and keeping renew up on the target is really nice. It's some pretty good healing. Let's see if I can't put that on somebody else as well. Renew. Heal. It does renew it, and it does keep my thing up. Alright. That's very awesome. Okay, on to the next one. Alright, the next one is renew. When you use renew after it, it increases the healing done by your renew spell by 10% and reduces the global cooldown of your renew spell by 0.5 seconds. That's kind of neat, so we'll click that. We'll use renew. See, so that causes it to refresh pretty quickly. So, you can spam put it on, like, every different person around. Of course, that's not quite as mana efficient, but, it does last for quite a while as well. As you can see, the visual also changes color. The other one was whitish, this one is greenish. Definitely a pretty effect. I think it's awesome that they're adding more things like that in. Alright, well, on to the next one. Alrighty, the next one is Prayer of Healing. Increases the healing done by your area of effect spells by 10% and reduces the cooldown of Circle of Healing by 2%. Or by 2 seconds, excuse me. Circle of Healing is now a 10-second cooldown, down from an 8-second, or up from an 8-second cooldown, I believe is what it was. Now with Chakra, that will reduce it back down to 2, or to, sorry, boy, am I just confusing everybody. It will reduce it by 2 seconds back down to 8, as well as make your AoE heals more efficient, or more effective. So let's go ahead and click this and do our Prayer of Healing. There we go, a bluish ability. This is lasting for 27 seconds. This is now an 8-second cooldown, so let's use it. So basically, if you're going to be AoE healing, it's a pretty good ability to have up, because you can AoE heal a little bit quicker. And of course, your AoE heals are doing more healing. And that's the Prayer of Healing 1. 1 to go. Alright, now for the final chakra ability. We went through the 3 different healing chakra abilities, and now we have the one and only DPS one, which is Smite. After using it and use Smite, then it'll increase your total damage done by Shadow and Holy spells by 15%. Kind of neat if you're DPSing as Holy, I guess. Or you have nothing better to do at that point in time, or you're leveling or something. So let's go ahead and use that. We'll use that, and we'll use Smite. As you see now, it's a red chakra. We're doing damage, and it's increased our damage by 15%. Shadow Word Death, we'll put some damaging abilities up there. As you can see, it's only Smite that's going to actually refresh your chakra up higher. Nothing else will. But it doesn't hurt to keep your other abilities up and going. So you can actually DPS as that, and really, see, I'm pushing over 2.4k, 2.5k DPS, so it's actually a pretty cool thing. And I didn't exactly explain this part, but since we're on it, I might as well show it. We have here, I only put 1 in it. When you smite 3 times in a row, your spell haste will be increased by 5% for 12 seconds. So when you do that 1, 2, 3 times in a row, you gain Trinity. So then again, if you're using this, that is a nice ability to proc into or spec into for your chakra. Now that we're done with our chakra, let me go ahead and click that off. There is one final ability that has changed, and that is Lightwell. I know everybody thinks Lightwell is a useless ability. It's always been an amazing ability, it's just people don't know how to use it. So we're going to go ahead and move a little bit here, and we will put Lightwell out way over there. You can see the range has changed to 40 yards, so look how far away you can be to use it. And it does a pretty good heal. So really, I mean, you can be far away and use it, you can be right next and use it. You can be running away from a target and still being able to click on it while you run, you know, to get some more healing. Really is a nice change they did to it, because you're going to end up wanting to spec into it either way, because you're going to need a point somewhere, so might as well spec into that, right? So that's a cool ability. Now that's pretty much it for Holy Priest. There is quite a bit of changes for it and a lot of additions, and it's making it a little bit neater. I don't really think there's going to be much of a DPS spec for this, but I mean, ideally you can be competitive on DPS by speccing into just a couple of things here and actually still do 2 to 3k DPS as a healer. So if you only have, say, like a disc and holy spec, you can probably still do some good DPS if, you know, you have another friend that wants to do a dungeon and is a healer. Or, you know, say you need only 2 healers for that 10-man, you don't have another spec. Well, you can always DPS with Smite and whatnot. You know, you'll do some good DPS as long as you use your chakra, you know, and chastise and all that. So, anyway, that's Holy Priesting. Good luck on all you Holy Priests when this go live. It's actually pretty easy to get used to. It sounds complicated, but it's really not once you start using it. Till next time.